Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And the Hawkeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. The running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Hawkeyes have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. The reception gets him at 7 yards with 4th down coming up here.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. And the Hawkeyes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? The pocket breaking down. Aiming for the end zone. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with first and goal. Check out this call on first and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Second down and goal upcoming. Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Defense is coming after him. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. A change of direction. Look at him run through those tacklers. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He's moving out of the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the back now goes in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. These are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great. New set of...
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Caught quickly. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain a little bit down to the 23-yard line. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here to prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Rashada. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Getting set. Here's second down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now it's second down here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
The Hawkeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. Dropping back. It's Rashada. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Great footwork, a big opening now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Makes a quick catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Looks like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. DB's backing off from the line now. First down. They're going to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now it's fumbled. What a decision.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Parker. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. He's having one of those dream performances.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Touchdown, Iowa. This quarterback on fire today. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. They're going to run it here. Great cut there. Breaks loose at the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Second down play coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. The shotgun running play call. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Ray. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Running back with the football. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Hawkeyes line it up with first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Offense moving backwards here. A long way from the goal line now. Receiver in motion now. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
It's fourth and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're goal for it. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Past the 40. Inside the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Makes it a 21-17 game. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Hawkeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Hawkeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
So, second down after the incompletion. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's caught across the middle. Worked out at the 46, good enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw yet again. On the run here, lets it go. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective. When as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
Looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Hawkeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down after that previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone now. As a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They jump in front here in the fourth.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. Gonna run it. It's Carter. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to 41.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? The gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Rashada. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And the defense smothers him for no gain. They'll go hurry up here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now.
This defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. third down after that run. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's it. It's official.